I was looking for a pomegranate and it happened to be in the area. Anyway, I was checking out. And I had my headphones in, of course, noise canceling. But I could just feel this man looking at me, this older man, staring at me. I felt like running. Like, I didn't feel like running. I didn't want to run. But he wanted me to feel that way. The way he was looking at me was, I'm an empath, and I could feel that. And I noticed it, and so then the observation of the pattern kicked in, and I tune into my spirits, into my very spirit. What is the right thing to do here? And it was to hold. And so I held, and I didn't even look. I just put my boundary up. And I was still feeling his pressure, and I was actually happy to abide a little bit because it's Walmart on the 3rd. Fuck, I want it out of there, honestly. But this motherfucker, sorry, he really wanted that, and maybe he's a good guy, I don't know, but I could just feel like his spirit. This is like for spiritual people, for empaths, people can relate, okay? So if you can't relate, then, well, you just can't relate, whatever. Maybe you relate better to the guy that I'm talking about. So, what? Does that even matter, Oh, shit. Anyway, so I finished with my little checkout of my stationery, Virgo things. And I move out of the way because there was a line. But I stopped on the end so I can get my things together, and I made noise. I just made noise and took up space I made sure that I didn't run away. And I made sure that I had my shit together before I left. One thing is I don't want to make any hasty decisions just because somebody wants to push in my field. I have to be responsible and accountable for myself. So I took up space and I made noise because I only have one arm. I had a arm brace on, and so I did move and I got my shit together, whatever. And I had my headphones in, and it's quite apparent that you can't hear me talking, or that I can't hear you talking. And finally, I just happened to look up in that direction when I was done. I had my purse on my arm, my good arm. And I happened to look up, and he catches my attention. Instinctually, I'm like, take my earphone out. What, sir? He's like, my wife was I had a bottle of water in my hand. He says, my wife was telling me that there's some chemicals, some metals in the... And I stopped him and I said, fear-mongering, sir. That's fear-mongering. No, thank you, sir. No, thank you. And I put my headphone right back in. And I walked away. So I just want you guys to know, he really wanted to make me uncomfortable. I trusted my gut. And because I was aware enough to put a name to the feeling, to the anxiety that I was feeling from somebody else. Okay, these are empath musings. This is, sure, I recognize that maybe this dude doesn't even recognize what he's subscribing to. But that's okay, because I was speaking to his spirit from my spirit and laying the boundary. He didn't know how to react to that. I just put my headphone in and walked away. And this is the impact that we make in the world, bringing awareness to others. Take your moments for yourself. Breathe. If you are noticing some type of fear or anxiety or somebody's field pushing against yours, ask yourself why and believe your intuition. Now, don't make any hasty decisions. Take me as an example, my little story, okay? It worked out because although I didn't want to interact with this person, it was quite obvious. But the exchange was necessary for reasons beyond my understanding. Number one, this is a channeled message. And number two, it was evidence. to trust myself in my interactions. And his reaction when I put my headphone back in and kept going was almost like he was the autistic person stimming. He was shaking his head. I think he glitched a little bit. Anyway, that was my little story for today. I love you guys. Talk later. Bye.